Welcome back. I'm Ben,
And I'm Carrie Nikolai.
and we're realtors here at Coldwell Banker Siewert in Wisconsin Rapids.
Yes. So today, it's been a very productive day today.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Things are kicking up. Season's getting back on track. People are looking to list their houses again. Um, I know this year might be the year of vacant land for us.
Yes, it is going to be our year of vacant land. So we're looking forward to listing and purchasing vacant land this year.
A lot of clients want to either get rid of the land that they have. Maybe they had been hunting on it, or it was just in the family for years and years, and now they're looking to let go of it and move on.
Yes, and we're always really excited about vacant land. Last year, we only did one transaction for vacant land. The year before that, we had six. So we're kind of looking back at the vacant land and determining that this is going to be the year of vacant land. And we are very excited about this.
And also, if people are wanting vacant land to build on, or for hunting, or to incorporate, I know one is near some other houses. And so, one of the first things we do is go and ask the neighbors, hey, do you want to buy this parcel that's right next to you? So, it creates options.
Right, and we're gonna be meeting with that gentleman and kind of figuring out his options because he started thinking about maybe I should sell my house then. So, not only just seeing those for sale signs go up or the vacant land, but it also then sparks that interest in listing a home nearby of, well, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time we go and find something new and start a new chapter. So that's gonna be very exciting tomorrow.
And I know one of our marketing pieces is the, I guess, old kind of somebody might think it's outdated yard signs. I mean, not that our yard signs specifically are outdated, but just the concept of sticking something in a yard and what's with all the information and no one looks like anyone else's and what information they don't have or do have. But the yard sign with our telephone number is one of the biggest marketing pieces that we offer to market your house and get it out there for sale.
And we like to see all the cool banker signs going out, and we had a couple go out this week. You got 2, so we went to go see them. So the first one we went to go see is a house on Miller Avenue.
Yep.
So that was a really nice it's a $35,000 home, and it's really cute. It's tiny. It's a tiny home. It's very efficient, but it's a one-bedroom. It's got a full bath, and, it's got a kitchen and a dining room and a living room.
And that's here in Wisconsin Rapids.
That is in the city of Wisconsin Rapids. So if you're looking for that budget friendly, if you're looking for that investment property or you want to get into the investment property, we do have those options out there for you.
So that's 457 Miller Avenue.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's cute. It's adorable.
It is very adorable.
So where do we go next?
And then we toured the house over on Glenwood.
Yeah, Glenwood Heights.
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading your writing between
It's it
chords and sideways. So I apologize.
Technology is tough. It's okay.
It is. It is.
So we were over at 530 Glenwood Heights. Um, Chris had that listed, and that's at 149.9.
And that was a beautiful home, had a
And
nice 3 it was almost a 4-season porch, so it probably was a 3-season porch at one point, and they enclosed it into regular family living space right off the dining room. So, beautiful backyard, you got this nice 360 or no, 180, there we go. A little hard to do math tonight. So 180 degree of the backyard, so that way as the kids play, you can still be inside the house and still have a good eye on them, and it was a fenced-in backyard yet too, so really nice to have.
it was a gorgeous house.
It was very pretty.
So we've got two options in one in the budget range, one in the range that's most popular in the area. So that I mean, usually our most searched category is between 80 and 130, and this is right around there.
Mhm.
So it should be pretty popular.
It should be. I anticipate both homes going fairly fast just due to their location and their price. They did a great job. Those 2 listing agents did a great job of listing appropriately, so I don't expect to see them on the market that long.
And so, if people are listening, or if you're working with an agent already, let them know there's stuff that's coming on the market. I think we're starting to get into more of the spring fever, and a lot of things are coming on the market quickly, a lot of options.
Mhm.
And if you're not working with an agent, give us a call, throw us a social media message. We're here for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, one thing that we've always kinda talked a little bit about, but I thought today would be a good day to just kinda enhance that discussion just a little bit more. But we were talking about elderly care today of what do we do when grandma's too old or grandpa's too old to be in the house alone? We're starting to see those health issues, and it's now time to start talking to them and actually really with them of their personal safety of being in the home, in the family home. And it's time to start looking at different avenues of living.
And it's tough to do. We understand it's tough to do. I mean, we're in those situations ourselves. We don't know what's going on in your particular situation, but we can empathize. And it's always best to plan ahead, get the ball rolling sooner than later. I think it eases the burden on everybody.
Yeah, we have great contacts for all of the assisted living places here in the Rapids and Nakusa area that we can definitely, if you're the granddaughter or even the child coming to us and going, okay, I think it's time, but what do I do? We can start helping you get in contact with those facilities as well as to okay, where are they going to go? Because the last thing we want to do is list a house, get it sold, and now we haven't thought that part out. We wanna make sure that when we're doing that listing, that we're really talking to those families to make sure that there is a plan,
Right.
that we're just not making it up as we go along because we wanna make sure that everybody has a home.
And we've seen that getting everybody on board and agreeable with the situation makes it less stressful, and it just goes smoother. And I think everybody is more comfortable with it.
Mhm.
We can focus on the good things. Like we want to take these burdens of being in this big house and the burden of taking care of the house and driveway and lawn maintenance and cleaning the house. I mean, it can be lonely.
And the personal safety too, if
Right.
you're a little if grandma and grandpa are a little uneasy, we keep seeing grandma and grandpa. It could be mom and dad too. It could be an older child. It could be a brother or a sister. It could be anyone. But when you start to see that person starting to have those mobility issues and, they got to go downstairs to do the laundry, that's a concern. That is a concern of for the family of, is my loved one safe?
Right. I was recently at a conference, and we were talking about people needing functional needs. Okay. And so, people in our community, what happens in a disaster? What happens when the disaster like we had in last July came through? And now you need to get in contact with the community members. Um, they don't have access to food. Electricity has gone out, and so you're dealing with a well pump. You don't have access to water either. Those
Right.
basic needs. And then what about CPAP and BiPAP and keeping your medications temperature controlled? All these little nuggets of information, and there's a lot of logistics with that too.
Yeah. So just, getting that ball rolling of, we want to make sure that our loved one is safe and is in a secure place too on top of it. So just, it's always kind of fun to sit down and talk to the families and to hear their concerns and address their concerns and be very respectful of the person who's going to have to move out.
Right.
Because if it's their family home that they've been there for over 30 years, they built it with their spouse and now their spouse is gone and this is the last thing that they're hanging on to.
It's a lot of memories.
It's a lot of memories, and it's really hard for them to let it go and move on to those next chapters. So, having friends around too who are also gonna be supportive of the person who's left in charge. So, if, we got a POA, a power of attorney. So, if we have a person like that, we have a contact person who's trying to help their loved one move out, but having that support group for that person who's in charge of that. So that way they have someone to kinda go, "Okay, I heard the information. This is what I heard. This is gonna be a good fit," so that they don't feel like they're completely alone in this situation.
Yeah, let's do that before they maybe happen to be completely alone. Um, I know my personal experience and thought process. If I've got all these memories that I know I could share with the rest of my family, I would rather divvy that up and make sure the people get the memories that I think are associated with them. If I
I
did this
think
craft project with a specific child or someone in my
right.
life.
There was a news article in the paper recently about how that's what they did. Grandma knew she was gonna be heading to a nursing home, so she invited the granddaughter over and walked her through the home and said, "Hey, I want you to have this. This was when grandpa and I did this." And she invited each individual person. So it wasn't like a large group came over.
Right.
It was an individual that came over. They spent the afternoon with grandma, and grandma let things go. They moved things out of the house. She made sure that, Emily knew that she wanted to have the curio cabinet because when she has her family, she wanted to see it to be used the same way that they used it. So having those memories attached to it and taken the time of, bringing Emily into the house or Tim or whoever it is.
Steve, Dave,
Yeah,
Bob.
bringing them in and tell them the story and say, "Hey, I want you to have that." So that way that family starts to have that closure too,
Mhm.
and they feel good about it.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
So, segue into other beautiful things. We've got an open house this weekend.
We do, and this is such a pretty home. I really do like this home.
It is gorgeous. I popped in on the Facebook last night and gave y'all some teasers about it. But it was a house that was built in the late 1800s right on Wisconsin River Drive in Port Edwards.
And I love the color. It's a very cool, I call it Dutch blue.
It's a Dutch blue.
It is a Dutch blue, and that is probably like one of my favorite color palettes in blue is to have that Dutch blue.
It's very classic.
It is. And with the white trim, it looks very homey. And even when you walk in, it's got the old hardwood floors. It feels like you're walking into an old farmhouse.
But yet not. They recently renovated it and they did quite well with it. And we're doing the open house from 3 to 5 on Saturday, February 1st.
Yeah.
So right now, today is just Thursday. So we're the
We're
29th,
30th,
30th, 30th. Okay,
30th,
January 30th. So 2 days from now,
2 days.
2 days from 3 until 5, we'll be at 321 Wisconsin River Drive.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited about being over there. It's right on the river, so right across the street is the Wisconsin River. A half a block away is the YMCA. So perfect location in Port Edwards. So if you're looking at wanting to be in that small hometown, this is a perfect location. There's a park nearby. There's lots of things that are nearby this home.
If you want information on that beforehand, type in myrapids.com and you can easily search for houses in the area and specifically this one over at 321 Wisconsin River Drive in Port Edwards.
Yes,
How about that for a plug?
you got that.
So then after the open house, if you want other things to do, let's see. We got tomorrow night, River Kings are having games a lot, well as on Saturday. Saturday, the Polar Plunge is over at the Ridges in the morning.
Yes, it is.
So they're going to be plunging into ice cold freezing pond in the back.
So you can go to the Polar Plunge in the morning and hit the open house in the afternoon.
Ooh, perfect.
Yep, on the way home.
And then catch a River Kings game after that.
River Kings, I think, was on Friday.
Well, they're doing Friday and Saturday
Oh,
games.
they're doing Saturday. Okay.
hmm they've got snowshoeing over at Stony Acres Farm in the afternoon on Saturday.
Excellent. Do you need to bring your snowshoes or are they going to have those provided? Or
I
not too sure yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The Cultural Center is doing a clay sculpting event on Saturday. And Sunday, Pittsville Lions over at Dexter Park is doing a fishery.
Ooh,
So
how fun.
fishing. Bring your boats. Wait,
No,
no, ice
ice,
fishing.
ice fishing.
Bring your ice. Also, the Alexander House is hosting ceramics with the Ritters. The Ritter family will be doing ceramics.
Nice.
So lots of stuff to do this weekend.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things to do this weekend. And I think some of those we're going to probably may need to hit up and
Sounds good.
take a look at them.
Yeah. So the biggest thing to take away is no matter where you are in your plan of moving family members or moving yourself in and out of houses, we're here to help.
We are, and that's, the bottom line. We're here to help you. We're here to assist you. We do this every single day. You guys may not. So we always tell you there is no dumb question. You can go ahead and you can ask
And
because we'll answer it because it's a concern of yours and we do take all your questions, very
well, and we hear every now and then that I've sold houses before, I've rented before, and that's great. That makes you a great customer to have, a great client to have. Things have changed. In the last year, we just had a brand new offer to purchase. A lot of Government regulations are filtering in with that, dealing with who owns the house and how those are transferred.
Yeah.
So even if you sold a house a year or two ago, we can still help you navigate this new stuff coming in. So we're on all forms of social media, the Facebook and Instagram and the YouTube and the podcast. Yeah, that's about it.
I was gonna say, do we have any more?
Well, I'm working on it. Got to take it little bites at a time,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So shoot us an email, give us a telephone call, send us a message on one of the platforms.
Yep. And we'll be happy to answer all your questions. So you guys have a great Central Wisconsin day, and we will see you soon. Bye bye.